Well, one thing that won't be happening this week with Parliament suspended after the Queen's death is the introduction of the federal ICAC bill, which the government promised last week it was introducing this week. It wasn't ideal timing anyway, given a stream of revelations of potential breaches of the ministerial code of conduct by ministers in owning shares, with 3 ministers divesting themselves of their interests in the last couple of weeks. The PM said today that the commitment was to introduce the ICAC legislation by the end of the year, not to set the body up in that time.
The commitment we had was that it would be introduced this year, but I'm confident that that timetable hasn't changed.
But on April 16, in the midst of the election campaign, Mr Albanese said the ICAC would be legislated by the end of the year.
The Integrity Commission issue is one in which we will legislate this year a National Anti-Corruption Commission.
So a bit of a change there. The PM has put off this week's sitting week until when he is out of the country, from September 26 to 28, when he is at the funeral of Shinzo Abe in Japan. He told our reporter Joel Philp this is because that is the quickest he can get Parliament back after his trip to the UK for the Queen's funeral.
Why reschedule Parliament to a week in which you're going to be overseas? Why not pick another week in the lead up to the budget? Because
we wanted to. You've just had questions about why aren't you meeting this week, and now people want it pushed off further. It is meeting as soon as practical, given the arrangements that were in place for a long period of time.
Well, it's an unusual time to set a sitting because it's in the middle of school holidays, and there is space in the calendar to schedule another sitting week in October before the budget on the 25th, Kieran, but I'd say they want the focus then to be on the budget, not on Parliament.